Zainey friends, I am Laney.
I am Marshall.
And we have our December collection for you today. We've had kind of a crazy morning, getting stuff done and other things. This has actually been a crazy month. It is now December 2nd when we are filming this. We'll get this up eventually. 2019 cannot come fast enough at this point. So, couple changes, of course. We always like to talk about the changes before we jump into it. So the first change is, last month you might have seen that we offered both scrubs and body cleansing lotions. We did that as a test to see what was more receptive altogether, plus a lot of other factors, which Marshall will go into in just a second, but we have decided that we are no longer going to be selling the body cleansing lotions. The scrubs is what we're going to keep, which is great because I really love the formula of the scrubs. We worked really hard on it for a long time.
Yeah. I really love those scrubs. Like, I get it. Just go buy it right now.
But do you want to explain?
Now, as far as the lotions go, however, there's been a lot of issues in their creation. When we were first going to start it, we didn't have an immersion blender, so we didn't quite get all the ingredients fully dispersed throughout because it's a very viscous stuff. But in adding that immersion blender to the mix, it completely changed the texture of it and made it so that putting it into the bottles that we are putting them into was not happening.
For bulk. Doing it for one was fine, but doing it for like 30 of them just wasn't happening. So
and it basically got to the point where I was like, I don't really often curse, but I was pulling out some Goram frackins.
It was worse than wax. Let's just put it that way. It was worse than wax. That being said, we do have a very special announcement to make for those of you who love wax. We are bringing it back. However, it's going to be a little different. So starting this month in our Facebook group, we will put up a poll. And that poll will have a list of certain of our scents. So your job is to go and vote for the scents that you want to be made into wax for January. We will only pick one scent. The highest voted scent will be the wax that you are going to be able to buy in January. So make sure that you go in there and vote, because if you don't vote, then you don't get your favorite scent. But at least that way we'll be able to give you wax, and there will be a second wax later on. Actually, we'll just tell you. I'm not really sure when we're going to start this out, but in 2019, we are going to be doing like a mini box of our stuff. So you would be able to pick from wax, a scrub, a spray, and a button in this box. We still haven't figured out how much it's going to be. It will not be full-size products. It will be smaller products, but this will be a way for you to try the collection in a smaller way and with different products. So that will be the second time that you would be able to purchase wax from us. So 2 in 2019, twice a month. But that is basically what we're doing, just so that you guys can still have wax, but it won't take us as long to do 90 different scents of wax, which is what we have right now.
And that means that each month we're going to have a rotating stock of what we're going to be having for wax. And that means that if you have a favorite, just keep on paying attention and keep on voting. And eventually you're going to be able to get your stuff in wax and then just buy it in bulk.
Exactly.
We'll make tons of it.
Exactly. All right, so that's all of our updates. We are also looking for reps for 2019. We are changing our rep program up. We have reps and we have reviewers, and basically reps will be until they can't do it anymore or until it just is working for us anymore. And reviewers are going to be on a 2-month basis. So it would be January and February of 2019. You must sign up very, very quickly here. I think my deadline this month is going to be around the 9th because we have to get that PR out before Christmas. So if you want, link is down below. This month's theme is
Christmas with the doctor.
I think it's holidays with the doctor.
Holidays with the doctor.
With the doctor. So what we did for this month was a little different. We actually set up a poll, and we had people submit their scents for this month. So we wanted 1 Doctor Who scent and 4 holiday movie scents. So you guys voted on them, then we picked the top 3 holiday movies and the top Doctor Who. We added a Doctor Who ourselves, so we have 5 scents. There is no one-off scent for this month because we have 5 scents, so that is not happening. But
in a way, this is kind of like a fan roulette, but for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. So basically there's 4 one-off scents and 1 from us. So it's totally different. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with our Doctor Who scents first. So the first one that we have is going to be the one that we actually created ourselves, and then we'll go down from there. So this scent is called Hell in High Heels. This was actually named by Natascha, and I'll put her information down below. But the scent itself is one we came up with, and it is pineapple, ice, and caramel. If you have ever been to Disneyland or Disney World and tried a Dole Whip at either of those places, this is exactly what it smells like. We had created this scent earlier on in the year. We were going to do like a whole the smells of Disney World box, but we ended up not because we had so many other things we wanted to do. So we decided, how are we going to use this? River Song. It's perfect for her because she's icy, but yet she's smooth, and
it's got that tangy, funny thing that she's got going on. It's actually very appropriate for her, but then she's got that little sweet side, the caramel custard side.
Exactly.
Now, for the artwork depicts one of her most amazing scenes, which was in Time of the Angels, when she sucks herself out of an airlock to escape a crashing ship, and the Doctor comes to pick her up just in time, based off of a little postcard that she left for her in an ancient relic.
Exactly, and you can actually get that art in our new buttons, and those are $3. You can get those on the site, and you can also get this in the scrub. So also, I mean, let's just smell and describe for you right now.
Sniff the scrub.
It's
very, very pineapple-y with a bit of orangey citrus, but then there's the creaminess.
I know that some people are like, this doesn't seem like something you would have during Christmas time, but
then you're having the wrong Christmas.
Good. Just so good, you guys. This is my favorite. Like, it's one of my favorites, but my favorite now.
I mean, I just can't get over, like, when we go over to the Polynesian resort, and we smell that Dole Whip area right behind the lobby, and it's just like,
although I can't anymore.
Yeah.
Our next Doctor Who scent is called Don't Blink. This was submitted by Joanne from Bad Kitty Beauty, and it is based on the 10th Doctor. The scent notes are bananas, apples, oak trees. Bananas, apples, and oak trees. She really wanted it to smell kind of like bananas and woodsy, because I totally understand for the 10th Doctor that totally works. I will put her information down below as well, and the artwork that she worked on doing with
depicts one of his worst enemies, the angels. But if you look closely, not only is it wearing his sunglasses, there's a little bit of a hidden thing there. She's got a cell phone in her hand. Now, those that watch the Time of the Angels, they will remember that an image of an angel becomes an angel. And in our modern society, with the iCloud, her about to take a picture of herself is deadly. Now, this isn't the only form of this artwork.
No, we also do have it in buttons.
And if you get the digital download, there's another variant of it that actually works with 3D glasses.
Oh, really?
Yes. In fact, you can see it on my screen back there. So break out your 3D glasses, 10th fans.
This scent does not come in a scrub because there is cinnamon in it, and as always, we do not put cinnamon on the body scrub because it causes irritation. However, you still can get it in the spray. Okay, the banana smell does not come out as strong as like the woodsy and the apple smell, in my opinion. But you can smell it.
Actually, I smell the bananas first. So it may actually be entirely up to your neurochemistry.
It might be. I do like that one. I think the artwork is awesome.
That was fun. That was lots of fun.
Our next one is called Pass It On, and it is submitted by... pass it on. Do it again. Pass it on. This one was submitted by Stephanie, or as she's known, Sneffy. I will put her stuff down below as well. She wanted a scent based on Muppet Family Christmas, and we actually purchased the DVD this year just so that we could watch it and prepare for this. She wanted it to smell like apples, rock candy, and peppermint, because in the movie, basically in Muppets Family Christmas, all the Muppets, and we're talking all of the Muppets, like
even Sesame Street
characters, are in this huge house, which is Fozzie Bear's mom's house. And they're in this house and they're celebrating Christmas. And the man and the dog from Fraggle Rock are also there, right? And then at some point they see the Fraggles and they talk about how they give this little stone away to people.
It's a rollie. And the song actually comes from the Fraggle Rock show in an episode called The Perfect Blue Rollie, where one of them gives another one this perfect rollie, and he's like, I don't want to give it to anybody else now, but I got it. Here you go.
Unfortunately, this movie is out of print. We actually got a copy from one of those sites that like copies DVDs from. I'm pretty sure it's a bootleg, but it is completely out of print. So that's why we got this. I forgot how much I loved it, and it's a great one.
So much fun.
So for her artwork, what did she want?
She wanted to have the Fraggles. In fact, there was the scene from the Muppet Family Christmas where they are meeting with the Fraggles, and I got all of that set recreated here. There's a few things that I added. Not only do you have, trying to remember his, the main Fraggle character, I can't remember his name, even though we've got a pop of him back there, and he's holding the Perfect Blue Rollie. Over here we've got a doozer, which is the people that are actually building a lot of the things that they eat. But also over here, there's a shadow. It's Waldo.
Oh.
And that was actually something she wanted to have in there. She wanted to have Waldo hiding in her picture.
You can also get this in a scrub and a button. I do not have the button for some reason.
Oh, I've got it right over here. Oh yeah.
So you can get that in a button. That one is just a little munch. That's why we don't have it with our regular stock. He has it on his wall. You know, we're still learning how to make the buttons with the badge a minute. I'm just saying, it's a little bit tricky sometimes. But it looks exactly like this. So you get that in a scrub form or a spray form. Like I said, apples, rock candy, and peppermint. A lot of apples this month, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Okay, the peppermint comes out a lot.
The peppermint comes out. I do get the rock candy, and then the apples are right after that. So it's a very refreshing, and then comes to wholesome fruit scent.
I agree. Our next one is called Christmas Snowflake. It's based on The Grinch, and it is submitted by Lisa Garza, Lisa Murphy Garza, from Hey It's Me Lisa, which I know she just changed her name to her channel this year to Hey It's Me Lisa. So this one is based on The Grinch. It is snow, cherries, and pie. Very applicable for The Grinch, for sure. What about the art?
The artwork is, she was really wanting to see just down the street of the Who's Village, looking up at a giant Christmas tree. And so you can see Cindy Lou Who down here, and she's looking at the Christmas tree. But then just behind it is the Grinch's mountain, overlooking the whole thing and seeing the Christmas.
I love this artwork. This will make a really great desktop as well.
It does make a great desktop. It also gets to show off a little bit more of something that we had in another one, because this night sky is the same one from Lost and Found.
Oh, reusing. There you go. You can get that in a button also, and of course the digital download, and of course the scrub. So this one, when I just smelled it, the snow does not come across as much as the cherries and the pie, but there is this like really like fresh, almost biting, like it's a snow.
Like you had this cherry pie that's cooling out in the window during winter.
Yeah.
So you get that little bit of cold air, but you don't feel the cold. You just smell the cold.
I love this one so much.
I like that.
This one's really good.
I also really like our next one.
I love almost everything about our next one, actually. This one is called Don't Blow Away. Now, you probably can't see the artwork as well on here. He will show it to you. But it is probably my favorite artwork from the entire box. It is almond macaroons, chocolate, and chocolate-covered cherries. It was submitted by Natascha, who also named the Helen High Heels scent. She wanted to base it on The Holiday, and I love The Holiday. I watch it every year. You had seen it before, but you didn't remember, so we watched it again. It's Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet, and they switch houses during the holiday season. It is so good. And then there's this whole thing about the Santa Ana winds, which I lived in California for most of my life. The Santa Ana winds are a thing. Crazy things happen during the Santa Ana winds, and so they say don't blow away because you're in the Santa Ana winds. So the what she wanted for the art is really kind of special.
We have both of the houses from The Holiday. You have the one in California and the one in London. Well, outside of London, in kind of a village of London, or whatever. And then the Santa Ana winds are blowing all of these leaves out that becomes snow that falls down on the house. So it all just kind of flows between them. I really enjoyed doing that. That was, like, there's a lot of detail to these houses that I had to figure out, but making it all come together was really fun.
Yeah, and it was a lot of, like, a discussion about how we wanted it done, like, how was it going to be laid out. The way it came out is just awesome. So, like I said, this one is almond macaroons and chocolate-covered cherries, which to me, that's, like, the epitome of, like, baking during Christmas, right? Because you have, like, we would always get chocolate-covered cherries, like, for our mom, but the almond macaroons is, like, the baking part of it, too.
And not only that, like, for me, one of the reasons I really like this one, if you're a fan of the one that I created last year, of Spark Chaser, this is very similar, it's got its own tang to it.
Yeah. It's just so good. It's like the almond macaroons just are very subtly like it's not a fresh baking smell, it's a cookie smell. And then you have the chocolate covered cherries, which are just like, if you like cherries, this is gonna be your jam.
This year is good for cherries.
Cherries, apples and cherries. That's pretty much the other. So of course, like he was showing you the art, you can get it in the button and the digital download as well. So that is our entire collection for Christmas, December. We are also selling all of our other holiday scents. Don't forget the 5 movies from last year. We have Krampus, Santa Claus, we have Christmas Story, we've got Love Actually, and what am I forgetting? Oh, Elf. That's the last one. So we have those 5 that you can purchase as well in both the sprays and the scrubs. Do not forget your pops. You get 1 pop every time you make a purchase. If you get the golden pop, then you get an automatic $5, which is basically a free spray. Our party is going to be December 9th through the 14th, which is literally next week. So make sure you're a member of our Facebook group because that is where the majority of this stuff will be on sale. So you'll be able to pick that up for a good price. A very good price. Yeah. So make sure you're also part of the Facebook group because we will be doing a lot more submissions for the second half of 2019 very shortly here. So if you are wanting to get your scents produced by us, you can either do it that way or you can have a commission done, which we are still accepting commissions. I will have the information linked here and it's also linked in the group. You can either do a bottle of your scent with a generic label, which is cheaper, or you can pay more and get your own art done by Marshall on the bottle. And
you know, if we do have some of...
We do. Let's show you that really quick of the ones we've made. The 2 that we have done already, so basically what these people did is they purchased the package from us without the artwork. And so the first one is called Hugo's Girl. You're going to see this is the generic label with Hershey the Moose on it. And it has the name, the scent notes, and then who it's created by. These are sold in the shop. You can get these as well. This one was created by Megan Hilt, and she wanted it to be called Hugo's Girl after Meg from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Esmeralda. Oh, it's a Meg. That's Hercules. Yeah, so Esmeralda from Hunchback. Her notes are black cherry, plum, green apple, and mandarin. It's very fruity, but very good.
It's kind of exotic fruity.
It is an exotic fruity, now that I think about it, yes. So she did that one, and what's this one?
This one is Silver Screen Sirens, created by Andrea Trombino. It is smelling like denim, citrus, and musk. It's a very
It's interesting.
smell.
It's an interesting smell. She wanted it to evoke 1950s silver screen, like bombshells, basically, like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, it's definitely...
Yeah, it's got like a very clean, fresh...
It's a clean, sexy smell.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it definitely is. We also have one more that is in production. Actually, we have two more that are in production. Our top-selling rep of November was Meg from Pretties From Your Face. She is actually creating a scent with us right now. It's going to be very sugary and wonderful. And then we also have someone else named Laura who has purchased a package who is doing her scent also. So we're in the process of figuring that out. But honestly, if you want to do this, I'll put the information below, as well as it will be a deal in the party and you can do it. This is an amazing gift, you guys. If you've ever wanted to get your own scent made or you want to do it for somebody else, this is a great gift.
Yeah, and actually, it's not that hard for me to do little edits. So if you do need, like, if you're saying you want to make a scent for somebody else, it's not that hard for me to say that it was created by this for this person.
Yeah, it's really not. So thank you so much for watching all of this information, and until next time.
Stay zany.
Bye.